And good morning from Naples. Hi.
Hello. I put it on you.
Okay. Oh, so you would put my... Thank you.
Otherwise we'll forget.
No idea what was going on there. For the football fanatics among you, we are here only weeks after Napoli won the Serie A title. Today we are off to Sorrento and Pompeii. So we shall see how that is. But first and foremost, a couple of bits for you to know that we didn't really discuss yesterday. Oh, plane. Yep, Royal Caribbean straight opposite us as well. Don't know which one that is. We'll have a look and see if it's one of the ones worth mentioning. But first and foremost, so we arrived back to this yesterday, and this is our tip sheet. Now, the reason that ours does say non-refundable is that we paid all of our tips before we left. So you can have the option to pay them on the ship or before you leave. We chose the option to pay them before we leave, and all it does, it just tells you the various people, so our server, assistant server, head server, and the stateroom host. As you'll see, various people have different amounts depending on their roles within the ship. Obviously the main server will earn more than the assistant server, and then the head server, because he covers a bigger space and gets paid more anyway, will have a slightly less amount of gratuity. The person I do personally think has earned their money and some is Saron. Daniel doing a wonderful modelling job. They do also provide you additional envelopes. So you'll see on here they are noted as host or hostess, head server, assistant server, and then server. What can you do with these?
Put more cash in.
Yes, so if you feel that any of your team have gone above and beyond in the service that they have provided, you are more than entitled to put more money in. If you don't think they deserve more, you don't do anything.
So these are serrated. So regardless of whether you put in extra cash in your envelope, tear off each one, fold it up, put it in the envelope, give it to that person.
Yes.
You don't have to, but it's the whole point of why they're serrated like that. And then it just lets your person know how much their tip is. And also, if you don't prepay, this is a different colour.
I thought it would be a different colour if you didn't prepay.
It's usually like a peach colour.
Yes.
So if you've prepaid, it's green. If you've not paid, it's peach.
Perfect. My personal view, and this is just my personal view, it's absolutely not what you have to do or should do. My personal view is that with these guys and these ladies being away from their families for sometimes up to 8 to 9 months at a time, an extra $5 is nothing.
Yeah, I think we've always put in, usually, well, it depends on the service and stuff.
Some we've gone as high as $20 for that person.
That we have done that, and that's on top of the other tip.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You don't need to put anything in.
No.
But if you feel like they deserve it, then please do recognise their hard work, because they work so hard.
They really, really do, and I do think, as I say, that's where my own conscious side. I know that sometimes these cruises aren't cheap, but I do think if you just give $5 each to the people, $20 isn't really a lot. I know it's a different culture to what we're used to in the UK of, tipping. I know even my work colleague who's going on a P&O cruise, his tips
They're quite high, P&O, aren't they?
His tips for 2 weeks, for 4 of them, so 2 adults, 2 kids, £800, which is steep. When you compare, I've just added that up, $225 for a week for 4 people to basically make your life as easy as possible.
And they do such a good job.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We need to go for breakfast because we need to meet for our excursion in 45 minutes.
That's what I was just about to say. So we're going to take up to Cabanas with us.
Yes.
If we get a little bit waylaid, it's probably because we bumped into Maria.
Not that you'll know, but...
No. So yeah, we will see you up at Cabanas. Really, really going to miss Good Morning Disney Fantasy, especially with Jimmy and Josh. And what I would say is, if you are new, first-time cruisers, just putting this on for 20 minutes in the morning, actually, even if you're experienced cruisers.
We always put it on. It starts at 6. It just plays on loop.
Yeah, until midday. It's worth it because it gives you some really vital information, especially all aboard times, which is not 4:45. There is a joke, and we will explain why we do 4:45. And the predominant reason is because the last time we were on a cruise with Jimmy, is that all the audible times were 4:45.
Yeah, and he had a little motion that he did.
He did.
Yeah.
But yeah, these two are brilliant just to wake up to. Different cruise directors have different styles, but all of them have been fun and entertaining, and we would say they do give you good information for the rest of the day. But yes, we are Cabanas bound.
Pancakes.
Oh, just pancakes in general, not just. That's not the name you know. That's not the name you know Cabanas by.
No, I've also only had scrambled egg once. Not on.
Very, very basic selection because we are still very full from yesterday. Danielle's got a little bit more than I have, but probably about the same really, just slightly bigger items. Coffee, chocolate, I've gone for a strawberry smoothie. Need to fill up the drinks. The Sprite was a bit animated this morning. It seemed to want to froth all over the cup. All good?
Yeah, good.
We have roughly half an hour before we need to be downstairs, so without being rude, we're going to crack on and we'll see you in a bit. The Allure of the Seas, apparently. So there we go. Big old ship. Roughly about the same size as ours.
I think so.
Might be a little bit bigger.
Don't quote me on that.
Cabanas. So took some footage. Busy up there though, wasn't it?
Not as busy as I thought it was going to be.
2,000 people on Port Adventures today. As we were told by Jimmy and Joshua.
Which is about half of the ship.
Yeah, give or take. Breakfast, we grabbed a few bits, but I did take some footage. There are pastries, very quickly moving across to cooked bits, and then what you wouldn't have seen, it's now looking back at you, by the way, it's kind of got oatmeal and sort of other European, maybe some more American sort of grits.
There's fruit. They do have like what I would describe as an Asian section. So they have like a fried rice.
Yes, they do.
And a few little things like that.
Smoothie, I will say, if you like the smoothies, or if you like smoothies, you will probably like the smoothie that I had. It was a strawberry smoothie.
It had banana in it.
It had banana in it, so I wasn't overly keen, but that's fine because most people don't like have an aversion to bananas like I do. Just think they're weird.
We're going to go down now because we've
Running
got to go that way
Yes,
to then go that way.
correct. Right, so yeah, we will see you downstairs.
I'd like to say 6:59.
We are currently in the theatre waiting.
Because if you miss us, we'll miss you.
So this is one of 3 groups that are leaving.
Alright folks, enjoy your day in the Amalfi Coast and Pompeii.
Danielle just remembered we are in an
And we'll
adults
see
only
you
group
back
today.
here.
Note to self, what should you not leave in the theatre as you're walking out?
Your phone.
Yeah, my
You
phone.
have a habit of doing that.
Yeah, alright Dan.
Space
Alright.
Mountain.
Yeah, I know. NASA Space Centre, that's how I end up with a smashed up eyebrow.
Yeah.
Not because somebody punched me.
I did nothing.
So yeah, we're about to jump on our bus. Can't wait.
Bless you.
And here we are. Don't do what I did. Do not drop your phone in the theatre. Because if you drop your phone in the theatre, you then have to run back and get it. I don't think we're going to be getting out of here because it's very tight. Last clip I recorded, I'm not sure if it's safe on here because this somebody decided to do an update. Thank you, DJI. We've got about an hour's drive to Sorrento, thank you. I didn't actually know, that's why I asked Dan. I was going to say Santorini, but it's not Santorini.
It's Greece.
It is. Hey, we've been there.
Not Santorini.
No, not Santorini. We've been to Greece. It's like the world's worst game of chess where buses are just moving all around. But yeah, so it's now 9:15. So I do question whether we needed to actually be in the theatre at 8.
I think they were late getting the bus in.
Yes. So a couple of bits, just for your reference. The reason that we have left through midship deck 1 is because we are on a guided tour. If you want to get off and just go into Naples, you would leave through midship deck 3. That's because, yeah, there is a walkway. I'll turn and show you the camera. So there is the walkway that Danielle referred to, which is on midship 3, takes you out, and I believe you go through that building there. Interestingly today, no passport needed, although an electronic photo or photocopy of your passport is needed. We'll see if we actually need that. The world's worst game of Tetris. It really is. But there we go. Right, we will see you when we are on the journey. We have a very cool tour guide. His name is Salvatore, or Sal for short, as he's asked to be called. He's going to give us some recommendations for pizza and pasta in Sorrento, explain to us why we're going to Sorrento first and then coming back to Pompeii. So all in all,
you can see right there that there is a very nice castle, and it was founded by the first French kings that ruled the city of Naples. Napoli, after the falling the Roman Empire, has been conquered by many kings from all around Europe. Mount Vesuvius, it was 3,000 meters. So the eruption that covered Pompeii has been so devastating that actually the volcano destroyed itself. And then it became shorter and it created these two mountains. Then, our planet. Because we don't have the right instrument, the right tools to dig in Naples. So that's why we don't know. Actually, we know why there are earthquakes, because the earth is moving. But we can't prevent these kind of things. Probably one day we're gonna make it, but at the moment we can't prevent it. You can see the Mediterranean. I told you the humidity is very, very strong today. It's very, very high, but you can still appreciate some sceneries.
So as wonderful as the view is, all of this traffic is delaying our arrival into Sorrento, and it just seems to be that these roads are too narrow for all of the trucks and the lorries that are coming past. There is so much in terms of cruise traffic going through, and understandably probably locals are a bit like, no, we live here. Yeah, eventually we'll be down there. So we have made it to Sorrento. We have parked up the coach and we are just taking a walk, following our guide, who is very, very good. And we will have 2 hours in Sorrento to walk around. So we'll come back to you when we've actually got to the shopping area. And welcome to Sorrento. It is beautiful here. We're going to try and, it's also hot, we're going to try and grab some food first. So we've made our way to the restaurant that's been recommended by our tour guide. And what's really good is that this restaurant will not only have the menu in Italian, but it will also have it at various points through in English. It also, Daniel said, has gone as far as French, and then also goes to Greek as well. So we are just deciding what we are going to do food-wise. I think we want to get a pizza and a pasta to share.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go from there. So I'll be back with you once we know what we're going to order, but it's probably a margarita, and I'd imagine something like a lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay, right, back in a bit. We are sat down. We are having lunch. Right, this tour, so a couple of things to note on this tour already. We get 2 free bottles of water, one here in Sorrento, one here in Naples. We are given tickets. We had to go to a bar just over here to go and pick up the free water. We've used the toilets in here, however, the place that we were just in, which is literally again this side of me, the other side, they have loads of like intricate wooden boxes and it's really well hand carved. You can use the toilets in there for free, or, as we were told by our tour guide, here is the best restaurant in this area for pizza and pasta. Apparently down one of the streets there is somewhere for gelato, which we are definitely going. So yeah, other than that, I think this so far is only going to be about 24 euros, if that.
Well, we've got the drinks.
Yeah, the drinks, I reckon 25, 26 euros, so we'll see how much it comes to. We'll let you know whether it's any good, but it's a wood-fired oven in there. Proper. And what I will say, unusually for some toilets in some restaurants, this place is spotless. And they are clean, they are tidy, easy to find, and it's really nice to be sitting outside in Italy having an Italian lunch. Any extra bits to add?
I don't think so. I think we're just going to eat and then walk. In that order.
Yep. Just to add, we've lost half an hour. festival was half an hour, wasn't it? So we meant to have 2.5 hours in Sorrento. We've lost half an hour because of the traffic. I also think they will end up shaving a little bit of time off of Pompeii potentially.
I mean,
depends on traffic. We weren't able to film much as we came in because it was very, very start-stop. We'll put some pictures in and a little bit of footage that I took of us coming into Sorrento. But full kudos to the bus driver. Clearly they've done this. You know, it's not like they've taken us on the wrong route like they did when we went up to Mount Etna.
yeah.
But yeah, our tour guide has once again been absolutely fantastic. He has a great sense of humour, and to be able to develop a sense of humour in what is not your native language, fair play, because he's got brilliant comedic timing. Essentially, the one thing that I've picked up so far, and I'll hand the camera over to Dan for her observations in a second, the size of the lemons here are absolutely chuffing enormous. So, I'll hand over to you.
Yeah, there was some big old lemons coming in. Here. That doesn't do it justice. That just makes the glass look really small. And they're very fresh. They taste very nice. Have you said what we've ordered?
Lasagna and pizza.
Yes, a margarita, because that is the only way to do pizza.
And they kicked off about people who put pineapple on their pizzas and said they'd arrest them, which is the right answer.
Correct. So we'll show you when food gets here, because I don't think you can hear me right now.
They probably can.
We'll find out.
So the pizza has arrived, and that just looks absolutely amazing. Look at that, where the dough is broken. So yeah, looking forward to trying that, and hopefully my lasagna won't be too far behind.
Can we just, a moment of appreciation for the lasagna.
It smells amazing.
Oh, my pizza came. Started to eat it, yeah. Yeah. Yum.
Proper lasagna. It's got layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. Oh, it's so nice. Probably so unhealthy for me as well, but so worth it.
Who cares?
Dan's pizza's gone. My lasagna's gone.
Yeah.
The sourdough bread has gone.
Done the priority though.
The drinks have gone.
Had to be done.
Let's get the bill even. Let's get the bill.
Say the menu?
I was going to say let's get the menu, but we'll get the bill. So bottles of drink were €5 each, with everything else added and a tip included. It came to €40, which is a very, very good price. We are now heading to go and grab ourselves some gelato. We are just crossing over, because if you don't take the chance to cross when you can, you're never doing it. But that was phenomenal meal. Thoughts?
So good.
Yeah,
so
it really
good.
was.
Very impressed.
So as you should expect from us by now, slight change of plan. We are taking a walk down the main shopping district, because the place we want to get gelato from is just along here and off to the right. So let me show you what we can see. So this is, as we had it described to us by Sal, this is the main shopping area for Sorrento. It is busy, as you would expect. You just saw a horsey.
I don't know, horse.
It looked like it was doing a horse-drawn carriage sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Overall thoughts on the meal that we've just had?
So good. I would recommend that to everyone.
Yeah.
It was
And a good price. I thought a very good price. Restaurant Aurora. Restaurante Aurora, I should say.
Fun enough, it was one of the ones that we looked at while we were researching.
So as we walked a bit further down, just as a note, it is scorching hot today. It is around 30 degrees, and we are feeling every moment of that, aren't we?
What's really weird, I guess, is I can feel how hot my skin is through my t-shirt. And I know I'm wearing a black t-shirt, but I've worn this on purpose because it's loose.
Yeah, that's true.
It's probably about a size too big, but it's comfortable.
That's the main thing. And just as a kind of afterthought, if you will, the journey down here was stunning. The scenery was beautiful. I know we've kind of touched on it already. But this whole town is just, like some of the other stuff we've seen on this cruise already, is just breathtaking, and could not recommend highly enough coming on one of these Greek Isles cruises, especially when it stops at the likes of Sicily and here in Naples. The turning for this gelato is just off down a small side street. If you blink, you will miss it. So it's really important, if you do have your maps or your Google Maps out or Apple Maps, that you do keep an eye out for these streets, including the really creepy saxophonist who was just literally looking at us as we walked past him. It was a little bit strange. But yeah, maybe he's not there all the time. Danielle trying to lead us with her sat-nav is normally an entertaining proposition. Here we are, so this is...
That shut you up, didn't it?
Dan, based on track record, am I or am I not right? There we go.
I think we've concluded. I've used Google Maps this time. My
Okay.
Apple Maps is a bit...
So this is where we are coming for some gelato. Fresco Sorrento. Here we go. Okay, so this is the range of gelatos we have here. There is Nutella at the back, peanut butter, Kinder Bueno, coffee. If anybody goes to Costco, stracciatella even, chocolate, mint, lemon cake. Oh, my dad will love that. Rum and raisin at the back. I think that's strawberry. Plenty of choices here, so I think, yeah, nice bit of gelato would not go amiss.
And for those of you with dietary requirements, they have gluten-free cones.
Oh, that's good.
Look at the size of the lemons.
Oh wow, they are huge. Ciao. So this is a medium cup with 2 scoops. Dan has gone for the cheesecake, and
Chocolate.
they are
That cheesecake is incredible.
they are stunning. Oh, he just drops a little bit. I
Drip
think.
it went on my leg.
Oh no. I've gone for strawberry and chocolate, and I'll tell you what, the flavours on these are so intense that this is quite possibly. And TripAdvisor got this right. I think this is the best one. Bear in mind, we've got nothing to compare it to, but my God.
They're homemade.
Yeah, they are homemade and they taste sensational. Apparently the chocolate is Belgian chocolate and the strawberry is fresh from strawberries grown here in Italy. But that cheesecake one, that's something else. I'd go back for one of those.
It tastes like I'm eating a raspberry ripple cheesecake.
Well, we're going to enjoy these before they melt. So back up this street is where the gelato store was, which we are very nearly finished with. But we took a bit of a trip down here and lots of other shops as well. Unsurprisingly, you'll see to my left, a lot of the shops are very much based on the fruits and the lemons that are here in Sorrento because of how important they are to the region. And we even saw one person eating a sorbet out of a big lemon.
I didn't see that.
Did you not?
No.
Yeah,
I'm too busy with my ice cream.
But this is honestly next level. It really is something else. So yeah, we're going to keep walking through here. And yeah, as and when we... oh, look at the size of those pizzas, Dan. Jesus. They're massive. So yeah, and again, off to our left, more lemons. I did actually see some socks with lemons on them. I did think for a good laugh, but I thought there's probably no need to get more socks anyway. Daniel will probably kill me for that, but yeah, it's just a... You would kill me. But yeah, just a bit of a wonder, and then we're going to try and find our way down to the seafront to have a bit of a walk along the Sorrento front. So with the clock tower straight in front of us, if you do take a walk down this pathway, and plenty more restaurants, loads more shops, and again, unsurprisingly, places for lemons and limoncello. Plenty of bakeries as well. I've now finished my gelato. Dan is nearly finished on
I'm literally
hers.
scraping it.
Dan was saying she's actually found bits of biscuit in her cheesecake one.
So good.
So yeah, we now think...
I would go back and get another one. So
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted. We're now heading down towards what we believe is the seafront. You all right, Dan?
For me to eat it when it's melted means it's very good.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, there we go. Prime example. A lemon dress. A lemon hat. Lemon cups. Lots of lemons. We have already said, just based on this short interaction in Sorrento, we would love to come back here for a bit of a more in-depth and longer stay. So the gelato has just cost us €8, which is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's one of those where I do often sit there and go, paying £4 or €4 for an ice cream or for gelato is not as bad as people think it would be.
2 flavours too.
2 flavours as well. That's a good shout.
Massive.
Yeah, no, that's a good shout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sorrento beach area.
The Amalfi Coast.
It is indeed the
Look at
Amalfi
the colour.
Coast.
Of the sea.
You're talking about down there, aren't you?
Yeah. That is crystal.
I'm always concerned when I film these videos about how clear things come out, like the sea, but there can be no denying just how crystal clear that sea is. Not one bit of rubbish in it that I can see either. Absolutely nothing. And yeah. So we have made it down here. We are going to keep walking around a little bit and then head our way back up. We still have about an hour, I think.
No, half an hour.
Half an hour. So I lost track of time.
Well, it's 10:02, so technically we've got...
40 minutes.
Yeah, but we like to get back to where we need to be early.
Yeah. But so far, what have you said so far?
I've already said, so when can we come back?
So potentially expect another European cruise from us very soon.
If I could, I'd do another one this year.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be able to, are we? Not with all the other bits we got going on.
No.
But even just over that direction, Dan, look at how stunning that is over there. So we're back at Fauno Bar. Dan, what have you got in your hand?
Water vouchers.
So yeah, Dan's going to go over and grab us 2 of the mineral waters that we are owed. And then, yeah.
Between us, we need to figure out where we go.
Yeah, there is that. So yeah, we're going to go and grab our mineral waters and then still got about 20 minutes, but I think we are as good as done because it is roasting. It is so warm. And who would have thought we pay for the heat and we get heat? Shocking, that, isn't it? Anyway. Alright, let's grab some water. And so there we are with our free bottle of water. Good sized bottle, half a litre each. Go ahead, Dan.
Thirsty.
Yeah, so
roundabout.
that's where we're going to meet back over there. You may remember when we were in Civitavecchia, we mentioned about a vehicle that was the Citroen Topolino. That is the Citroen Topolino, otherwise known as
Citroen Mickey Mouse.
which is painfully quite accurate for Citroen.
Weirdly, it's kind of cute. It's not the sort of thing I'd drive because it's like a box, but it's so cute. I want to put ears on top of it. Is it convertible? No, it's not.
I mean, you could probably convert it into a real car at some stage. So just while we're back waiting for our tour guide to take us back to the coach, we are stood underneath the flags that we showed you earlier. I'll just show you again because why not? So there's the flags. And then it's beautifully placed just above this long switchback road, which also contains a beautiful breeze to calm one's sweaty pits.
All one. Sweaty back.
You're right there, Dan.
I'm just sitting there going,
Oh, I can see the glistening on your chin.
that might actually be my highlighter because my face doesn't feel warm. It's my back. But does this not, does that not remind you of the F1 track?
Oh, what, a Monaco?
Yeah.
No, because you could probably overtake here. So because we like context here on this channel, Pizzeria Aurora, which is where we ate, Fauno Bar, which is where we grabbed our bottle of water, A Gargiulio, I probably butchered that horrendously, that's where you start the tour and you have the free toilets, and they also have the phone numbers for all the guides. And then, in between these buildings here, that is the main shopping district, and then down past the right of this building, that way, that is where you go to the seafront. And so we are leaving Sorrento.
Yeah.
On our way to Pompeii, where it's hotter. Can't wait. And so here we are at the ruins of Pompeii. So we will be going in, but first, as has been well organised on this tour, we need to grab a bottle of water each, and then use of the restrooms, which for us again as a group is free.
Can't actually hear you.
Can you not?
No, because that's the thing in the other room.
Okay, saying about the free bottles of water in the restrooms.
Very good.
Yeah. And Sal once again has been fantastic. And isn't it nice to hear a tour guide, Daniel?
It is. It's amazing what you can learn.
Especially from 10 foot away or more. So yeah, in we go here, and we'll get ourselves sorted. We've been given some free time before our tour starts to go into Cellini, the Coralli and Camme factory, is how he pronounced it. Chance to get some 2 souvenirs, maybe use the restrooms, as he said.
Find a pin.
Yes, we did get a pin from our last destination. Journey here was about an hour. Wasn't too bad, was it?
Quite quick.
Yeah, it did actually. Do you think that's because this morning's journey was worse? So yeah, right, in we go. So we are in the shop. We have used the toilets.
Experience. My toilet had no toilet seat.
I think we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get out. Cause
I was just like, oh, I'm filming in.
I will say, not that I feel like this is a tourist trap, but it's just full of cack, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got to go up anyway.
So yeah, we're going upstairs, but yeah, if there's stuff in here that you like the look of, then all for it, go for it.
Cute.
Yep, some things are cute, just not for us. So yeah, back upstairs, go and meet... Oh no, there's always one. Oh, it didn't break, that's good. Right, upstairs we go. So we are now at the entrance of Pompeii. We're about to be taken in by Sal. Again, all our tickets and everything's been included as part of this excursion. Can you remember how much this was, Dan?
139 maybe?
Yeah, so actually for what we've paid it's quite good. But yeah, so we are still due to be back at the ship. I've done it again, I've gone to move my left arm to look at my watch. We are still due to be back at the ship by 6 o'clock. And we are only about 20 minutes to half an hour away from the port. So pretty close anyway. So if you didn't want to do an excursion, you could just get a taxi from the port straight over to the Pompeii ruin site. One of the things, before we've even done any of the tour, you can already see the amount of work that is going on to restore a lot of this to its original state, or as close to it as possible. So it's absolutely fascinating to understand that this path that we're walking on now used to be a river, and everything behind was all built on built on rock, but they couldn't dig through to create sewers, so it was the dirtiest city in Italy in the Roman Empire. He's also said that Pompeii used to be a port, and when the eruption happened that no longer was possible. So what we've just seen is the small theatre, which is still original as it was the day of the eruption. The large theatre is still being reconstructed, he said.
They use it in the summer.
Yeah, still use it in the summer, but there are works being done to it. But the small theatre that I've just shown you is the original from when Pompeii was succumbed to the eruption. So all of these were shops and houses. Wow. Sal, who's been our tour guide, has been absolutely fantastic.
Among the stepping stones, there are some grooves. These grooves were made on purpose to like the Romans that passed reference to Roman churches. When British arrived here at the beginning of the 19th century, they were inspired because they took influence from Roman churches.
This is just absolutely insane. It's so fascinating, isn't it? It's just mental.
Yeah.
To think this was once a huge city.
Surrounded by water.
Sorry?
Surrounded by water.
Yeah.
It's a port.
It was used by slaves to go back and forth to the restoring master in the middle. Third and last room, it's called the peristylum, garden with columns. It's the part where people can enjoy the frittata, which is for them was extremely important.
Wow. This is just incredible. to think that none of this collapsed under the weight of all the ash. It's just fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
To think that this is all still standing the test of time. This is inside the steam room.
I know it's very hot, so I'm gonna make it quick. This is the steam room, and then there is the room for the massage. How do you make the room with water very hot? It's this. Behind that wall there was a furnace where slaves all day long prepared the wood and making steam.
So this is the last stop on our tour. This is the main square.
It was all marble. So the marble that you can see everywhere is all original. These are the volcanic ash from the last eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Those Mount Vesuvius erupted in the 1954.
This is fascinating.
It's right there. You can also see the temple of Zeus, the father of the gods. You can see the little head of Zeus in the columns.
Vesuvius is on the left, by the way.
Right there, you say that
So we're coming to the end of the tour. I'm just going to take this out because all I can hear is Sal talking. And all he's doing is he's just talking to people who are asking questions. But he has been
Amazing.
phenomenally knowledgeable. So we've understood the difference between a house and a shop, the difference between why they would have gone into a steam room, then a massage, then a cold bath. And he's shown us the difference between all. The reason slaves slept on the second floor, the reason that the people that they recovered from Pompeii are not called bodies
Plaster cast.
is plaster cast is because where the ash from the volcano settled, didn't he say something like it was so many kilometres of ash that just fell to the ground and 30 kilometres, it was something crazy.
It buried Pompeii.
But it was also that it was the gases that killed the people. And there was the body, so I'll put that back in here. But it showed her trying to cover her mouth with her left hand as she tripped and fell in what they are presuming was an ash storm. And that as time has gone on, the body decomposed, and that when they were excavating, they initially were trying to go in through the side of everything. And that's where excavation techniques then started going down. So that when they found the sound change as they approached a decomposed chasm of a body, that they would fill it with plaster cast, and then they would exhume the plaster cast from around everything else. It's just fascinating.
And they could tell how old and what gender someone was because of the bones. So they would examine the bones. So the body we saw, or the plaster cast we saw, was of a 19-year-old slave. And
So
they knew that just from the bones.
So I'm just going to turn the screen so you can see the rest of this, because the main square, a lot of this is still the original as is excavated. There are some bits that they are restoring, and they are trying their best where they can to restore to accuracy, but also it is just stunning. Things like lining the floor with marble so that in the moonlight people could still see. So anyway, we're about to finish the tour. So,
My earring.
so before we get back on the bus, this excursion, right up there alongside the one in Athens the other day.
Yeah.
Definitely top two of the whole trip. As much as I loved Etna,
Yeah.
this has been eye-opening, breathtaking, enjoyable, and I can't remember how much you paid for it. I'll put the price in below. Worth it, because I seem to recall that similar to you, I think it was about $139. So it's been so worth it. But yeah, we are both, and I cannot stress this highly enough, we are both absolutely roasting to the point where when we get back to the room, these shorts and these shirts
I'm changing.
are absolutely no use anymore. The minute we take them off, they are useless.
Yeah, I'm changing.
So,
I was going to wear these shorts again tomorrow.
not a chance.
Not anymore.
Not a chance.
And the show that we want to see starts at 6:30. So as long as we've got enough time,
we'll go back and have a rinse off.
yes.
We're going to need it. But yeah, we will cover off more of this later once we are properly back on the ship and we've seen the show.
2 shows actually.
2 shows actually.
It's the guy from yesterday, and also Mickey's Colour Spin. It's new. It's on the top deck. Apparently, they've timed it on purpose at 7:45 so that you have the nice views of sailing around the local area.
Very clever. Very clever.
We've not seen that before, so we'll definitely be able to see that. Dance party.
So as we have returned back, we actually are going up through the entrance to what I'm assuming will be deck 3 midship. We are coming up through the terminal that most people who were not on excursions would have come up through this morning. So this is the way that I believe we're going, and once we know where we're going, we'll let you know what the experience was like. That's what I'm guessing as well, yeah. So, I was going to say, it is the proper cruise terminal, there we go. Yeah. Any lemons, anyone? Very nice. We're this side, by the way.
Yes.
So we've actually been sent downstairs, but if you're upstairs, you get all the water.
We actually have no line though.
This is true, yeah.
There's only 2 people in front of us.
That is true. We were told this could be quicker. What was quite funny was as we came downstairs, the guy turned around and went, no sir, no, upstairs, floor 2, and we were like, no, we've just been sent down.
Yeah, stop there.
Yeah, so right, putting this away, back in a sec. We are back from what was a very, very good day. I think you'd say that as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm just about to get in the shower. So.
Yeah, hence why Dan is not in shot. Sad times. Luggage tags. Let's be very clear about 2 things here. 1, these luggage tags are only if you are doing breakfast and you are leaving your luggage outside of your room the night before disembarkation. The reason for this is what they will do is they will put your details on the back of here, so you'll probably be able to see that as long as I'm holding it. No, I'm not holding it the right way up. So on here you will see that there are things such as the number of items, stateroom number, your name, address, city, state, postal code and country. What then happens, this is Tinkerbell, there are several characters on the luggage tags. What will then happen is if you leave your bag out,
Sorry.
if you leave your bag out overnight, and it must be before I think 10 PM, the guest services team, so your stateroom host, will take your case down to a holding area. What will then happen tomorrow is that your suitcase will be held for us in Civitavecchia waiting area after you have had breakfast and disembarked the ship. Now for us, we are doing express checkout, which means we are getting off at 7 o'clock. Therefore, us putting our suitcase out, if we're leaving at 7 and our suitcase is not there, absolutely useless to us. So we are packing. That is my wife changing rooms from the toilet to the bathroom so she can get herself sorted. That effectively means we are keeping our case with us tonight and then we are walking off. If you wish to do express checkout, that is the main thing. You need to have your cases and everything with you. Express, do not leave anything outside. If you're not doing express checkout, you can put your suitcases outside the room before 10 PM and the stateroom host will take that with them. Right, so that being said, we are now in the process of packing some bits up. We're in the process of getting things charged. We're in the process of tidying so that we know how much space we do or do not have in our case ahead of departure tomorrow. We've collected a few bits. We already had a very tight space in our suitcase, so it is highly possible that a lot of the stuff may have to go into hand luggage with us for the flight. BEA have already messaged us and said to both Danielle and I, would you happily check any of your hand luggage in? When we got onto the airplane in London Heathrow, there were people with huge duffel bags. There were people with roll-on suitcases. And what was quite entertaining was as we walked through with our backpacks, the lady said, we're not going to take those off you. So we will see what happens at Rome tomorrow. Dan and I will be there early. We will be boarding group 4 if it's the same as last time. And hopefully that will mean that we can get on, just chuck our bags up. Dan will have her... cruise ship suitcase. Dan will have her cruise ship bag as her underseat, and then we will both have backpacks. So just behind me there is Dan's backpack and there is mine. We will have those to put up in the hold. This is our only suitcase. We had space in our bags before we left, so if there is anything else that desperately needs to go in there, that can. In the meantime, Dan is showering, and I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be far behind her because today was warm. It was so intense, and a few people said they did see YouTube videos telling them to take umbrellas. I cannot stress highly enough, Pompeii has no shelter, absolutely nothing at all. However, it was an amazing day, and I'm sure Danielle will share her thoughts when she gets out. Final note, when you do come back to your room, your stateroom host will have put on this guy.
This is how I would like to do it. And I know many of you have onward travel. Some of you are extending your holiday as well. So
Jimmy,
when you are
or
packing,
whoever your relevant cruise director is.
Look behind the curtains. Look under
Jimmy
the
will go
bed,
through literally
look in the
everything,
closet,
including shopping, what you're allowed to do and not to do,
look
your
in
room
your
accounts,
safe,
youth
in your
activities, the
safe
luggage
room.
is what he's
In fact,
currently talking about.
Open your safe on that last night. Make sure it's open. Make sure everything is out of there, and leave it open, as we know then that everything has been removed from there.
Good point.
Because what I
We will
don't
then talk
want you
about
to
breakfast,
do
the guest
is I
survey,
don't want you to
transportation
forget
to
that
and from the
special
port,
item.
alcohol,
Maybe is the
what you are and are not allowed to do,
child.
the lost and found,
I have kids.
and then
I remember
the summary.
pacifiers that they could not
If
sleep
you
without,
do want to do
or
the guest
teddy
survey
bears they
on the
just
QR
needed
code,
as
you
their
can do that. It
security
is
blanket
here,
for the
or you will
traveling.
receive
So make sure you
an email after the cruise asking you to fill out a survey. It's really important you do the survey. Can't stress that highly enough. Probably enough rambling from me. I need to get sorted on this and the rest of the stuff. So what I will do is I will love and leave for the moment, and then we will pick up with you when we are just about ready to go out and see the Ventriloquist at 6:30. So we're just about ready to head off to the show. We're just sorting out a couple of last bits with regards to some items that we wanted to sort out, and then as you can see, suitcases on the bed. We are getting there. We're packing that. We should be okay tomorrow. We should be. We barely bought anything, bar one shirt and a shoulder bag. Yeah. The thing that we always tend to struggle with is the freebies from DVC. You get quite a few. So yeah, those bits are what's going to have to be balanced between hand luggage and case. The key bit is once I know how much space is or isn't in the case and how much weight is there, I'll then know what I can take out of hand luggage. You know that, my love?
Yeah, I'm just writing a note to Krisa.
Excellent. Right, on that note, we're going to go see the show. We're going to go see the ventriloquist and comedian who we saw last night. That was absolutely hilarious. We will see you either during the show or slightly after.
And you're going to sing the song. You ready? Ready, 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 ready. Okay, 1, 2, wait.
Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, wait. I count, you sing. Yes, I count, you sing. No, I count, you sing. Yeah, yeah. That's what I say. All right. I'm going to go quickly so we can't get in. Okay, okay. Right, yeah, right. Yeah, all right. 1, 2, I like to know that. I like to know that. I like to know that. I'm too sexy for my shorts. Too sexy for my shorts. Hey! What was that? Did I even count to 3? No, you didn't. You didn't count to 3. It's not there. No. I promise he's not part of this. Don't make me laugh because I can't do it. It should just be 3 men standing saying nothing. So you were saying? Yeah, I'm sad, your son. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not my fault. No, it's not. It's Jonathan's fault. Well, tell me. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan. You naughty boy. Yeah. You beast, you started without me. That's not fair. Yeah. I'm gonna smash your face in. No.
That show was fantastic again. We have started moving. So we're now going up to the top deck for what's it called?
Mickey's Colour Spin Fun Party.
We're going upstairs. We'll see.
I'll look on the thing.
See you at the top deck. There you go. Mickey's Colour Spin Dance Party. You weren't a million miles off.
I wasn't. Are they squeaking behind me?
No.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
They're lifeguards.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh no.
Anyway, we'll wait for the show to start and go from there.
You have to hold the dress between the legs.
Hello everyone!
very quiet Cabanas after watching that show, which both Dan and I have said that is a brilliant addition, isn't it? Like, that is, you know, appeal to all ages. And new DVC gift, Big Duck as well, being
It took me 7 days to find a Big Duck.
So yeah, we loved that.
The High School Musical crossover, I didn't know I needed it, but I really did.
So look, it's now 8:15. Our plans are very simply go back to the room, drop all this off, pick up our Cloudham to take to dinner with us, and then go from there. So we are back in our room, and Saron has been in. We've got the crab, we've got some chocolate again to add to our pile, but yeah, we really should. But today has left us feeling
depressed.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So Dan and I have been talking about this because that was the first time we've seen that show, and we think it's a brilliant addition.
I love it.
We don't know whether it's just because it's a 7-night cruise, because it's European. We were speaking with Jimmy and Josh afterwards, and they said it's new for Disney Cruise Line.
I believe it's on the Treasure.
Okay, so again, but a 7-night cruise. So you won't necessarily see these if you're doing the 3, 4 or 5 nights, maybe even the 6 nights, you won't see them. But we will probably know more because we're doing a 5-night on the Magic in September, and we'll be able to tell you more as to whether it's on there then. But this is the first time that we're about to disembark a ship tomorrow, and we're both sitting there going, really don't want to get off.
I'm very sad.
It's the first time since our wedding cruise, isn't it? And actually, I'd probably go so far to say as...
It's the first time ever.
I mean, I think as well, if I'm brutally honest, you think about the Wish Cruise, where we got married. Didn't really want to get off that. But also, it was kind of... There was so much going on.
We also, when we got off the Wish, we had 2 weeks left.
Still in Disney.
Over 2 weeks of our trip. So this is one of those where we've been away for a week, and then we're going home, and then we're going back to work. So it's just like... It's a proper bummer, even though obviously we weren't even meant to be doing this cruise. And it's a bonus cruise.
It's even weirder because when we did the Wonder in March, we got off of that, and I think again because as Dan said, it's very different when you have something else to go on to. So for us in March, we had the Disney Studios tour to go straight on to, and then we had Universal the day after. This is very literally for us we're getting off tomorrow and we're going home.
Well, we do have like potentially a couple of hours in Rome.
That is the intent. We'll see how that goes with trains and timing.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But as a bare minimum, we'll see things like the Colosseum and stuff.
Yeah.
But Rome is on our list to come and do like a long weekend at anyway.
Yeah. I remember pre-COVID when you used to go to Disney, and there's a lot of people. We were funny speaking to a family from Alabama about this earlier in the studio while waiting to go out on our excursion, and he was saying, you know, they miss what Disney was like pre-COVID, and we were having this conversation. You and I have spoken about it, even though the first trip for us to Disney was 21. We've both obviously been with people before, and we sort of remember that Disney before COVID used to be so much better. And I think for us, it's the reason we're so passionate about the cruises is it's people like Saron, it's people like Chrisa, like Maria, Stacey, Josh, Jimmy, the people that Hooter Denny, you know, it's things like that, and all the staff and the cast on these cruises, they still have that magic Disney feel about them. There's nothing that they won't do. You know, there's no sort of what we call penny pinching.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think the problem we've got, or the problem I've definitely got with the parks at the moment, is everything feels like a cash grab.
It does.
Prices have skyrocketed. Things that used to be free are now chargeable. The maintenance of the rides is minimal. I've never known rides go down so much.
And yet still we added to our contract.
But
there's more to that. There's a lot more to that for us.
We split stay, so we stay, cruise, stay, go home. That's usually what we do, especially if we're going out of Florida, or we go to California and do Disneyland, and then our hotels are covered there.
The DVC for us is a whole different conversation. It's not about, I know people sit and they go, well, if you really don't like the parks that much, why do you buy DVC? Because for us, it's about the flexibility it allows us, and realistically, with the increased cost that Disney World and Disneyland sites have, we are offsetting and mitigating that cost for our future. And it's one of the reasons I would say, if anybody's got any DVC questions, we're more than happy to answer them, whether it's doing an original contract in Disney World or whether it's doing an add-on on a cruise. All the conversations, we're happy to answer those questions. It's weird, we got off in March and we said, actually, we think the Wonder was our favourite cruise. We've kind of done this, and now we've gone, this is probably our favourite cruise.
Yeah, by far.
And I think this has now propelled the Fantasy to our number one favourite ship without a shadow of a doubt.
I think the Fantasy probably was always my number one. I think we had such a good experience last time,
and it's just been backed up by this.
But
also, I will say, and there's different caveats, and you know, this is a very different cruise to what we used to. The sea days were nice because we were actually going somewhere. We weren't just floating around in the middle of the ocean like you do on the Bahamians, and even critically, the San Diego cruise to Catalina Island. You just literally floated around outside of San Diego before going back up to Catalina Island. You didn't really go anywhere. Whereas this, it's been nice to look out the window and see the sea going past.
Like we changed countries.
Yeah, literally. Simple stuff, but it hasn't then felt like a wasted sea day.
Put it this way, I have already today on the bus journey to Sorrento looked at the other Europe cruises for this year and the itineraries for next year. That's how good. I don't think I've ever gotten off a cruise before and gone, I'm going to look at redoing this, or doing, like, obviously we wouldn't redo this exact cruise, but go into, well, actually that's a lie, I would redo this exact cruise.
I'd try to do it as part of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Which again is another conversation, because we potentially have some leave next year that we need to float with, so it's a conversation for us over dinner. But tonight dinner is at Enchanted Garden. Should be a different menu.
It is a different menu. I don't like any of the starters, nor
excellent It's always a good start. But the one thing is, I do think that we've been on this for 7 days now. I am full. I'm absolutely full. My shirt that normally fits does no longer fit. It's tight.
I think I mean, today we've not eaten a lot.
No.
And yesterday we didn't eat a lot. Actually, that's a lot. No, we were actually very good at brunch.
We were.
I think what tends to happen is, because, especially for us, we were on a diet of sorts before coming out here. And then we go from eating like 3 small meals a day to 3 bigger meals a day, or multi-course meals that we would never eat at home.
No.
But we always make allowances for that. And then usually what happens is we get home and the next week, most of the weight that we put on is gone.
Yeah.
Because we've gone back to not eating a 3-course meal every night.
So, but we need to go and say goodbye to Saron, because we haven't had a chance to say goodbye to him. We're going to go and say goodbye to Chrisa as well.
And then we need to go to
dinner. So we will see you at dinner at Enchanted Garden. And Enchanted Garden is tonight's final restaurant. it is a stunning restaurant, and 35, but probably, I'd imagine so. So yeah. What I do find very interesting is that this fountain, they've clearly had to put sponge pad in there to stop the water splashing. So we have brought down our bottle of Cloudham because we forgot to drink it yesterday, and Harry and Anthony will very kindly pour that for us shortly. Oh, here he is now, the man of the moment, assistant server. So yes, yeah, very sad at the moment. Bread service is with us. We've got some butter and a dip, but like the rest of the nights on the cruise, we have not touched the dips at all, have we?
No, I like the one on night one for anyone that's done more than one night on the Marble restaurant.
Yes.
With the marble bread, it's a red pepper dip.
Yes.
But I'm a butter person.
Right. So yeah, we're going to tuck into the rolls, and while we wait for our menus.
Just trying to do the survey. As of November last year, it's now not a paper survey. It doesn't work very well. I'm stuck on like page 3.
Of 300.
Please make sure you do it in whatever format that is. It's important.
So once again, no physical menu. So screen recording even here. Specialty cocktails are available. In terms of the appetizers, nothing on here appealed to Danielle and I at all. Even the kind of soups and salads, we don't do salads really, and soup, it needs to be something we're really interested in. The bread service, minted yogurt dip was the service. And the main course, Dan has gone for the turkey breast, and I have gone for the New York strip steak. As you can see, there are vegetarian options available as well, including a lasagna and an aubergine curry, which, if it was a meat curry, may have gone for it. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on another time, about the fact you can actually order off menu. Again, lighter notes don't seem to really change restaurant to restaurant. Specialty coffees, again, they are what they say they are on the tin here. The after-teenies, specialty drink selection available for you. And then finally, you've got the desserts. So Danielle has gone for the white chocolate bread pudding, and I have gone for the forest berry sundae. If you really wanted the signature dessert, which I should have gone for, strawberry and cream tower, although it is a cream, which I don't like. I'm not a cream person. I am very much an ice cream sort of person, not a cream. So yeah, and then if you wanted no added sugar, tiramisu. So Danielle's turkey has arrived. What's it come with?
That's for you.
What's that? Bacon mash?
Stuffing.
Oh, stuffing, okay.
That's just the end bit of turkey. Beans and a sweet potato mash.
Okay. Strip steak. Should be done medium rare.
It looks good.
I'm not sure what all this rubbish is. That might be for you.
Parsnip.
You can have a parsnip, there we go.
Take it. Get it off my plate. I don't want to touch it.
How was the turkey?
It was really nice actually. Probably could have done with a little bit more gravy, just because the top bit in a half was soaked in it, but the one at the very bottom wasn't. But the sweet potato mash did the job. Yeah, very nice.
So my steak was really good, really, really good. Cooked perfectly, just what we wanted. The potato dauphinoise, I had to think about that, was very, very creamy. So it's quite nice, enjoyable.
More of a me thing than a you thing?
Probably more of a you thing. But Dan's stuffing, which she was desperate to give me, was not my cup of tea. We think there may be an issue with Danielle's pudding. You're going to have to cope with it.
I'm not. Lick my spoon.
That's really nice, that's caramel.
It's really caramelly. I can eat my ice cream.
Here's my sundae, by the way. Danielle is not a fan of caramel.
And by not a fan, I mean I really hate it.
And in a prime example of the top tier service you get, Anthony came over and went, well, this is my favourite dessert, so here, have this.
Here, have this.
Thank you, dear.
Eat the sauce.
By the way, it does actually say it comes with butterscotch. Dan just ignored it.
I didn't look, because I knew the
At least you're honest.
One for you.
I will say, in my darling wife's defence, as much as I like butterscotch and caramel, even that was too much for me.
That though was delightful.
Yeah. My Sunday didn't take long to finish. And that is us done for dining on this cruise.
What you also missed was how you drank from the bottom of the sundae glass like it was a milkshake.
I may have done that. Yeah, we're just going to finish up the last little bit of packing. And then we're heading to the Cereal Soon party.
Will we sit there and cry? It's not an exaggeration.
We will see you at the party. And it's almost like there was never anything on there in the first place. So it's always important to remember to take down your magnets. As you can see, the hallway now looks very, very different to when we first showed you. There's still a few people with some bits on. Oh, hello, wife. But yeah, loads of other people taking all their stuff down. And I can see you dancing out the corner of the screen, by the way. Just seen them taking some suitcases in, so yeah.
Found another duck.
Oh yes, we did. I did.
You did? Yeah, you found one.
I know. So yeah, right, we're heading down to go and watch the...
They're already there.
Sorry?
They're already there.
Oh, okay. Yes, we're going down to watch the sail away party.
Sail home party.
Yeah.
The lobby atrium, the heart of the Disney fantasy. I'm Joshua, your assistant cruise director, and I've got a question for you. Have you enjoyed your cruise? It has been such a pleasure getting to know you all over the past 7 days, and I hope you and your families make magical memories in the Mediterranean that will last you a lifetime. But before we wrap things up, I had some very special friends who wanted to come and say hello one final time. Would you like to meet them? I said, would you like to meet them? Then please help me welcome your favorite Disney friends. She's got the best beignets in the bayou here on the boat. It's Princess Tiana. She wants adventure in the Great White somewhere. It's Belle. And she taught us all to have courage and be kind. It's Cinderella. It's everyone's favorite party animal, Pluto. And the silliest goof in the 7 seas, here comes Goofy. We've got the sassiest diva around. Let's go crazy for Daisy. We're getting those ducks in a row. Here comes Donald. Quick, everyone go nuts, because it's Sorrento. And last but most certainly not least, the captains of our fair ship, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Now Mickey and Minnie and all of their pals will be spread out around deck 3 for the next 15 minutes for you to get your favorite hugs, those photos, and those lasting memories before they all gather on the grand staircase for a final farewell. Now here at Disney Cruise Line, we've got a very special way to say see you real soon, so please take a look. We sailed on a sea of wonder, took a cruise on a sea of dreams, found such thrills on the sea of adventure. The friends that we made here and there, we all have been journey together until we meet again. We've been sailing, sailing away, and once more we will cross the ocean someday to places exciting.
Instant sad.
Yeah. So, see you real soon party is always bittersweet because it is signifying the end of the cruise.
But celebrating what a lovely time we had.
It is, and it's also a reminder, especially for us with 8 of these booked, that they will see us real soon.
In 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's 9 weeks until the next one. We will try and do one vlog of that short cruise because we go to Belgium. Looking at your tan lines.
It's gotten worse. I've got a permanent watch tan and it's gotten worse.
Yeah. This has been...
Best cruise ever.
Yeah, there's been something about this cruise. I can't quite put my finger on why it's been so much better than the others.
It's a ship. It's a ship.
I do think it is the ship.
It's the cast members on it.
I think the ship contributes a lot to it.
We also love the ship anyway.
But I also think the itinerary on this cruise
been a great itinerary.
Made a big difference. Now, I know that, people may look at these videos and may go, let's have a look at the costings for next year.
Hit me up.
I appreciate, first and foremost, don't hesitate to ask Dan. But let's be honest, whilst they may feel expensive, you don't have to go for the expensive rooms.
Or the expensive excursions. Like our friends.
Yeah.
They didn't do any excursions and they just went off on their own. Happy as Larry.
Yeah. And you don't have to do the Paolo dinners that we did. You don't have to buy the coffees in Vista Cafe.
Cove Cafe.
Because I do it at Vista as well.
But we go to Cove Cafe. Well, I say with that, this is the first time we've ever been in a Sussex cruise.
But again, if you pick the right itinerary for something you want to do, you can do as much research as you want beforehand, or again, ask someone like Dan who can give you things to do in location, how to get around. It's just been a phenomenal week, and it feels very hard to believe that this time last week we were in a hotel in Civitavecchia eating our first Italian pizza, ordering McDonald's on Deliveroo, watching football and questionable Italian TV, and just getting ready for what this week was going to be.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we were talking with Shelley and Jono, and we were just running through all the things that, despite this being the second time on our ship, we've done either for the first time this cruise or we still haven't touched. And they were telling us about all the things that they hadn't done that they wish they'd done. I said, well, as we've said several times in several of these videos, you aren't going to do it all on these cruises unless you do a transatlantic. And even then, I still reckon there are going to be things you don't do.
I'd love to do a you won't do one.
No,
But
it's
I'd
too
love
rough
to do a
for me.
transatlantic. It would be like 6 days at sea in a row.
Yeah, but this has felt like the perfect itinerary. It's been nice to get on in a foreign country. The culture has been phenomenal. The historic aspect has been phenomenal. It's just been a trip that you can literally put down as ticking off things on a bucket list for some people. And we've been very lucky that the tour guide we had today, the tour guide we had on the first day, and the way we were allowed to explore Athens on our own was just exactly up mine and Dan's street. And I give Disney their credit still for the refund that they gave us for Delos Island. They didn't have to do that, and they did. But the service, again, predominantly all the way through this cruise has been brilliant, and tomorrow is going to be absolutely gut-wrenching to get off of this ship.
Yeah, at least we can sit there and go, see you in 9 weeks.
9 weeks, yeah.
What?
Nothing, I was just looking at your face.
Oh, you were looking very specifically at this side of my face.
Because you're pretty. Plan for tomorrow, so you're aware, we are doing express checkout, so we will guide you through us getting off the ship and express checkout.
99% of the time we do express.
So just to give you an idea, this is the current state of our room.
Stuff. Just stuff.
Yeah.
Although don't worry too much about that. That's looked like that the whole cruise.
Yeah, this hasn't really changed. It is going to be interesting to see how much we manage to fit into everywhere. We still have space in the suitcase. There's plenty of stuff that we can still fit in there.
We've bought 2 things.
Yeah, so everything should go in there. And especially with Dan having her new handbag, which is right between us. Most expensive bloody carry-on to an aircraft I've ever seen.
You ate every cruise video.
It's not coming with us. It's really not.
It is.
It's not going to last.
It is.
Anyway,
It's
so
wonderful.
it's not coming with us. All of this is going to somehow fit into the suitcase and hand baggage and all sorts else. We'll be fine. But given that we are going to go to bed, we will explain to you tomorrow morning how the process works. You will see us looking very stressed at points, very bleary-eyed, and also keen to make sure that we do get off the ship and get ourselves to the train station of Civitavecchia so that we can go to Roma Termini. We are then going to have a bit of a walk around Rome, all being well. Our intention is to leave our luggage at a, what's the description of it as such?
It's a luggage storage place.
Yeah.
You pay, I think it's about €10 per item, which we'll have probably 3
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
to put in, because I don't really want to, it's going to be hot, and I don't really want to carry around backpacks.
Yeah.
We'll just go for a walk around. I want to see the Colosseum as a bare minimum.
Yeah.
But we'll see you in the morning. We're going to
How we
go.
go? Got to get on the train first.
Yeah. But we'll talk more about that.
Yes.
Once we're downstairs, or probably once we're off the ship.
And then flying home from Rome to Heathrow.
We will finish the video tomorrow.
At home.
Put in 2 new pins in the mat.
Yes. Can't wait to do that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Massively appreciated that you followed us all the way along this cruise so far, and hopefully you'll stick with us for the last vlog where we fly home, see a bit of Rome, see if there's any particles of wisdom that we can impart onto you. Probably not, no. But yeah, if you want to get in touch with us, Dan is on Instagram, Oceaneer Club. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? I'm not putting it in. So Dan's on Oceaneer Club. You can also get in touch with us, travelswithdannyandpaul@gmail.com. Spell it, isn't it? Oh, your email for travel inquiries.
Just Instagram me. We'll talk.
Is it not Adventures by Danny?
adventuresbydanielle@gmail.com.
There you go. Adventures by Danny@gmail.com.
Get in touch in whichever way is preferable for you.
Yes. In that case, right. See you later.
Bye-bye.